Neti Maturam Maturaksharam Arukya Kavita Sakam Mande Valmiki Kokilam Avadava Mahartaram Dadaram Sarvasampatam Lokabhiramam Sriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Artha Namati Hantaram Vidanam Vidinasanam Vishatam Kala Dandantam Ramachandram Namamyaham Manojabam Maruta Tulyavegam Jitendriyam Buddhimadam Varishtam Vadatmajam Manaryuda Mukyam Sri Ramadutam Sarasaramamim Charitam Raghunathasya Satakodi Pravistanam Ekaikam Aksharam Pumsam Mahapataganasanam. Friends, I think we are into the middle of that. Shankar, you would like to, I think, because I was thinking, we will continue, then we will have the recital. How we would like that?
No, you kindly go ahead. I practice.
Sure,
no
sure.
problem.
We will in between, we will have a recital of the all the mantras in between.
Yeah.
So we have seen the last mantra where, because we have Tamevam Guna Sampannam Ramam Satya Parakramam Jeshtam Shreshtam Tameva Guna Sampannam Ramam Satya Parakramam Jeshtam Shreshtam Gunairuktam Priyam Dasharasattumam Prakriti Nam Hitairuktam Prakriti Priyakamyayam Yavarajena Samyukto Michet Pritya Mahipatihim. See, this is where, because we have seen yesterday how Dasaratha with his council of ministers and the Kulaguru, they have decided to coronate Rama. The next mantra also we have seen. In between, because we have seen some other things, as to his marriage has taken place and Sita has been brought in. Those things are not covered here because it is a Samkshepa Ramayanam. We have seen, because how when Rama was in Mithila, how they, because they were not able to comprehend, the full gait and the persona of Rama, and they were able to see only few portion of it, is indicating that Paramatma can only be apprehended, he can't be comprehended. This is what the philosophical intonation they have given. Here, one important thing we will have to bring about, because before the marriage of Rama, Janaka is a Raja Rishi. He is a Rishi, because he is the one who lived like a Rishi. Though he had the kingdom, he had another kingdom which they have won, which was being ruled by his brother Kushatvaja. He had two daughters, Mandavi and Shrutakirti, because both of them become the wife of Bharata and Shatrughna. Sita, whom he has got through plowing, as well as Urmila was his daughter. They are being married to Rama and Lakshmana. In this, while giving the hand of Sita to Rama, he says, because one particular sloka is coming, it is a beautiful sloka. Yam Sita Mamasuta Sahadharma Charitava. Yam Sita Mamasuta. Because Yam Sita Mamasuta is nothing but my daughter, Sita, that's all. Why he has to tell that? In the sense, she is equally capable like you. Because like Ramam Satya Parakramam we have seen, because where Vishwamitra has said and Vasishtha has confirmed all those things. Similar to that, she is also capable. What is her capability? Her capability is already, because enshrined in the entire scriptures. Without Sita, Rama will not be able to, the Rama will be able to exercise his powers, but with Sita only he will be able to give the final shape of that. So this is what Sahadharma Charitava. She will be with you in all your righteous conduct. Without her, because you will not be able to complete it. And another thing is, she is no less than what you are. She is also Mahalakshmi. Mahalakshmi, she is a Mula Prakriti. How do we know she is so capable and all? There is one Ambarini Suktam is there. Ambarini Suktam we all recite, during the puja and all, where she says, Ham Rudrebir Vasubhihi Sharamad Mahmad Tehi. Because I can create everyone and I can give the power. Mula Prakriti. Everyone is created and given the power by her. So she is the one who is capable of doing all those things. Though finally Brahman has ordained the world and it is being created, the Prakriti has been created and managed by Mula Prakriti Lakshmi. Without her, nothing can move. That is why she can't be, because she can't be kept, isolated in one place. When she was born from the ground, in the sense she can't be obtained by the normal process of rather being born through the womb. Neither Rama is born like that, because he has been through Yajna, it came, and Sita also came because she is, the Bhuma Devi, and she will come, whenever she likes, because they are all in the power of that. And when she comes, she wants to bring in that you should not, you should be able to withstand every ordeal in the life. If you see the Sita's entire life, she has undergone so much of suffering. She has, even never complained of anything. She has withstood the vicissitudes as it is. Though, she is so powerful, she could have done everything in a jiffy, but she didn't do it, because once you have taken the avatara, you will have to go by the protocols of avatar. You will not be able to do that. Even when Ashokavanam, when Hanuman goes there and meets her, he could have brought her, because he is capable of doing that. He didn't want to do that, because it will not be gracious for Rama, and who will be able to come over there and bring her, because that is where, it happens. Because philosophically what it says is, when you build the Rama Setu from the bridge, from the sea, this part of it to Sri Lanka, it was not Sri Lanka in those days, it's only Lanka. When it is from the limited to unlimited. It is from the mere jiva to Paramatma. It is like a setu. It is bringing about. To create that, the thoughts, all vanaras are supposed to be thoughts. Once you are able to control the thoughts, you are able to elevate the thoughts, you will be able to bring the bridge to any of your issues and get through that. That is what, philosophically it denotes. Even though story-wise, we have got quite a bit of things for our understanding. It is dramatized and brought about for the common understanding of the people. That's why Ramayana is popular every village and all. We are able to see that. We are able to see the persona. Every character that has been created has got their own significance. In fact, one of the poems, in the first chapter itself, Valmiki says, this is not the story of Rama, this is the story of Sita and the death of Ravana, Pulasya. Pulasya is the Rishi who is born out of the Brahma, and Ravana is come in the lineage of the Pulasya Rishi. So it is the death of Pulasya and the glory of Sita. This is what he says. He has not touched about Rama. Because Sita, though she is there all through the Ramayana and all, she exhibited the vicissitudes even so powerful. She doesn't have to be. Once you read Ambarini Suktam, her power will be shown. She can create the Vasus, she can create the Rudras, she can create the Adityas, and she will be giving entire power to them, and she can do everything and all. Because that's why Shakti, what we say in our concept, Shakti is very important. Without Shakti, because there cannot be any power that can be operated. But the Shakti, she doesn't, because it doesn't always show off. It comes after you access with your intellect, transcend beyond the intellect, the Shakti comes. That is why, because when we say, when we are having the ego with us, we will not be able to access our own power. Our own power can be accessed. Whatever we are capable, only when you are able to give up the ego. Because if you are having an ego, your ego will prevent with a lot of conditionalities to do certain things which you think you will not be doing it, because it is below your dignity, it is below your status. Such thoughts will not come. Any great man, they would have done anything which others would have hesitated to do, because they are open about it. If you have to do, you will have to do. If the ego prevents you from doing it, and because of the ego hassle, if you catch on to something, then you will latch on to so many things, it will follow in a fusillade, and you will not be able to get across to them. So in this only he says, Yam Sita Mamasuta Sahadharma Charitava. She is the one, and then I am giving you in Grihanishva Panina, because I am giving in a Panigrahanam. In the sense, take her, with her only you will be able to do everything. She is required for that. And she is the one who keeps your entire, because the focus of, you will be able to focus on others, because Prakriti will take care of all other things. Paramatma or Prakriti, both of them together, they manage the entire world. Likewise, Prakriti, and she does her own job, and she is also Trikalatita. She is also beyond all the past, present, and future. She is beyond all the things. But then, because she works in close link with the Paramatma, that's how they are able to. Paramatma needs Prakriti, and Prakriti is needed for the maintaining the entire world. Sthiti, Poshana, and Samhara, all these things she needs. This is exactly, it's being Yam Sita Mama Sutta. That is one word is there. And another thing, Yam Sita Mama Sutta, when he says, it is not that don't think, because she is just, I am giving in marriage. Because this is the power that is required, and she will be able to manage. In fact, if you see, she has alone, brought up, the children, and she is a single mother. She brought up the children and made them to glorious sort of, the propagators of Ramayana in Valmiki Ashram. And she herself, because spent the time in Ashokavanam, and she has not, because she kept everyone at a arm's distance, and she was such a, because she was a Mula Prakriti, no one can approach her. She was such a power. Even though she could have done with all her powers in a jiffy, she didn't do it because she wanted to go through the protocol of the entire this avatara, and to tell the human beings nothing is impossible to manage, even the vicissitudes, even if you have to be alone, even if you are without any support, with the hope. What is the hope she had? Only Rama will come sometime. Because when you are doing sadhana, because meditation and all, you will not get realization suddenly. Everyone can't get the realization over a period of time. It all takes maybe several births it takes. But you continuously do that, finally you will be able to do. That perseverance is being described, because what she is doing in Shokavana. That is what exactly Em Sita Mama Sutta refers. Then there are a lot of commentaries on this. This is one of the aspects, just I wanted to bring about. It is not a simple sentence. It does have a lot of connotation. And the next mantra, what we have seen, Tasyabhisheka Sambaran, Drishtva, Bhayartha Kaikai, Purvam Dattavara Devi, Varamena Mayachatam, Vivasanam Cha Ramasya, Bharatasya Abhishechanam. She wants Vivasanam. You exile Rama. He has to go out. Why she wants to go out? Paramatma. In the sense, when you don't, because when you are indulging in this world, when you are not going to have, you are going to face everything under. Because she doesn't, this is the indication, because she has to undergo. It is her prarabdha. She was so good to Rama, despite that, she had to undertake this. This is nothing but prarabdha doesn't leave. And she sort of atones for this, in Aranyakandam. When she says, because he has to be done, and he has to be crowned, and he has to be sent in exile. When he has to be sent in exile, and then, because Lakshmana, he goes and tells his mother, I will also go with him, because they know they are twins. He will have to go. Then she says, so Sumitra says, Ramam Dasharatham Vidhi. Consider Rama to be Dasharatha. He is your father. Mam Vidhi Janakatvajam. Janakatmajam is Janaka's daughter. Sita, she will be your mother. Your father will be Rama. Your mother will be Sita. Ayodhya Madavitam Vidhigacha Jata Yayo Sukam. Wherever you go in the forest, that is Ayodhya. So because we say, wherever Rama is there, that is Ayodhya. This is not said by Sita or anything like that. This is being said by Sumitra when she asks Lakshmana to accompany and take Rama as the Dasaratha, Sita as Sumitra, and wherever they go in the forest, you consider it to be Ayodhya. That is what you are ordained for. So that is how because Sumitra Nandan, Lakshmana he does it. So then next mantra, it says bound by because Dasaratha couldn't do anything. He has given a promise. Sasatyavachanat Raja Dharmo Pashena Samyataha Vivasaya Masa Sutam Ramam Dasharatha Priyam. He could, because it is like a noose. He has given a promise. So he has been bounded by that. Because once when you are in a happy mood, that's why one of the things he says, you should never give promise nor give any words. When you are in the happiest mood, ecstasy, you should not give anything. And when you are in down, when you are in depression, and you should not croak or cry, you should be silent. Either way, it is going to be working against you. When you are too happy, because you will try to say, I will give this, I will give this, all these things you will not be able to accomplish. This is a sort of a teaching for the human beings. But then, and as it happened, he has given, because she has really saved his life in a war, where, because he is finally, he was about to be, his wheel was stuck, and finally she is the one who got it out, and she fought with him. She was also, because carrying the archery and all, she brought him, and she got the second life to the Sarata. That is how, he had given, whatever, I will give you a promise, and that promise, she has now used it. This has become a news for him. Maybe I think, could he have avoided not giving a promise? Certainly not possible. Because when you are in ecstasy, you want to show that you are giving, because that is because of the ego. If you have the understanding that you are not getting anything and someone is getting it done by and all, then you would have said, whatever is possible, I would have done. Dasartha could have said. But Ramayana, it is not there, because at that point of time, he has got his, he has to express his gratitude. He has to give something in kind, he gave it. And that is, of course, because his duty, bounden duty to give. And then, because as an ego, he doesn't want to take, because it is you, and whatever, you want to do, I will accept that. He could have said that. But he gave the promise. That promise has been used now. सजगामवनं वीरं धृतिज्ञानुपालयन् पितुर्वचनार्निर्देशात् कैकेय्या प्रियकारणात्. Once, yes, the warrior Rama went to forest for not only that, the because Kaikeyi is most beloved mother of his. It's not only ordinary mother; it is very beloved mother of Rama, as directed by fathers, and to honor his father's words. Pran jaye par vachan na jaye. So he went there and all. So when it was being said like that, after this, because when he said, he was not even having iota, because he wanted to go, and he was only feeling Bharata is equally capable. Bharata, in fact, it deserves to be a king, and he has got all the qualities. And in fact, people of Ayodhya will be happy if he is there. That is the type of, it doesn't say, because it has been taken out from me. That's not there. After all, he is a Paramatma, and he has got such a high elevated thoughts. At the same time, as a human being also, he didn't have any anasuya, jealousy, or anything like that. This is what happens. Suppose, someone in promotion list comes, you are being kept or out, or someone is kept out and someone is brought out, because there are so many forces working, because so many godfathers, this and that, so many things and happens. Immediately, if you take, that is the be all and end all, that's not that. But if you deserve something, it will come to you at any point of time. And not only that, you take it, because it is meant for, maybe it is something good for you. Because there are some people, because something happened and they took another sort of the line of profession, or they left and joined another company, or they did all those things, because a lot of people, even bureaucrats, have left the job and did very well, in other spheres of the life. So is the others. So everything, if you take with the positive form of mind, you will not have anything to fear for. And then, because he in the Samkshepa Ramayana, he says, when Rama was going on Tam Brajantam Priyo, because Lakshmana, he doesn't want to, he is totally with Rama. Because when he went, with Vishwamitra, Rama and Lakshmana, only both of them went. When they went, because Kausalya, Supraja, Rama, when he said, it is also being addressed to Lakshmana. Even though his name was named Kausalya, Supraja, Rama Bhrata, both are there. Rama, Purva Sandhya, Pavartade, get ready, for the next action. Because he was also equally elegant, equally charming, and he was also equally capable in terms of courage and all. So he was always go with Rama, and he is sort of a shade of Rama wherever he goes. He's like that. Tam Brajantam. Brajantam is an accusative case, because he's like a shade. He is like he follows, wherever Rama goes. Tam Brajantam Priyo Brata. Tam Brajantam Priyo Brata Lashmano Anujagamaha. He is the second one, but then he is more like a shadow of Rama. Snehat Vinaya Sampannaha Sumitranandavardhanaha. He is not only that, he is a friend. He is also one taking, because he is a friend, philosopher and guide. Rama is a friend, philosopher and guide to him. He takes everything. Bhrataram Daita Bhratu Samratra Samratramanu Bhrataram Draita Bhratuhu Shaubratram Anudarshayat. To Sumitra's joy, Sumitra knows who is Rama, because two people know here apart from Kaushalya being mother. Sumitra knows who is Rama, and Sabari knows who is Rama. Like all of them have, because the instinct to understand, because even when you find, because some experience comes, you should be able to catch the divine experience, unless you have got some intuition to tell you that they have got. And Sumitra is like a lady, she always knows what it is. To her joy to loving and dear brother of Rama and her own son. That is why she says, Rama is like a Dasharatha, Sita is like your mother, and wherever they go, that is Ayodhya. You take that attitude and be part of Rama wherever he goes. You should not leave him. That is the advice she gives. The next mantra says, Ramasya Daita Bharya Nityam Pranayamam Nityam Prana Samahitaha. Ramasya Daita Bharya Nityam Prana Samahitaha. Janakasya Kule Jata Devamaeva Nirmita. Sarvalakshana Sampanna Narinam Uttama Vaduhu. Sitaya Panugapata Ramam Sashinam Rohiniyatam. Even Sita, she wanted to go with him because she doesn't have any reason to go. And even Rama also didn't want to come and face the ordeals of forest. So even Sita, daughter-in-law of Dasaratha, beloved wife equaling Rama, she also didn't, she says, I will go wherever Rama is there. Same as Sumitra has advised Lakshmana, she innately taken it and she exhibited that. Sumitra said in so many words, Ramam vitti Dasharatha, Mam vitti Janakatmajam. She says, same thing, she says, the one has that patient. And then with all the good characters, she followed Rama. No, I will go with him. And even, in fact, in the, because what they saying, that because this is the simile, like Chandra is with Rohini, Chandra and Rohini, the moon and the Rohini, the coolness and the pleasant, the sort of light of the sun. It is like a Rama and Sita. When they are having it, it is such a pleasant, because Rama and Sita, wherever you see, you will not have anything, because that is how, because wherever, the Sita Rama Pattabhishekam is there, and wherever it is there, you will find people get lost into that, immersed into that, Majjanti. They get into that, whether it is bhajan or whether it is pravachanam or everything and all. And this is everywhere, every part of, wherever the Ramayana is being recited. Siddha Anugata Ramam Sashinam Rohinim Yata. So she also follows that, and she has been asked to carry all her jewels and all. Dasaratha wants her. You should not go, you should go like a queen. You should carry all those things. But she doesn't want, she abhors. She goes with whatever, the forest dwellers, whatever is made of the bark, and the dress made of bark. Only she takes that and goes with Rama. Showing, I will not be having anything. When I have to forest, you will have to live like a forest. Because wherever you are going there, you will have to be a person of that place. You can't be different. And then you will have to, then only you will be able to innately involve, and perhaps you will be able to get into and all. And she doesn't want to, because Rama is going with, because when he has to go on exile, he is also going in those days. So is Lakshmana. Pauraira anugato turam pitra dasharatena cha shringa gipera pure sutam ganga kimpepre ganga kule vesajjayat guha samadhi dharmartha nishadati patam priyam guhena sahito Rama Lakshmanena cha Sitaya. Paurairanugato duram pitra dasharatena cha Shringagiberapure sutam ganga kule vyasajjayat Guhamasadya dharmatma nishadadipatam priyam guhena sagito rama lashmanena cha sitaya. See, Shringagibherapure, that is where Guha resides. They go and reach that. In before the, because because when Sumantra, the charioteer, when he takes Rama to the forest, Dasaratha is so concerned. He says, go with all the sort of the materials, go with all the fully stocked, so that they should not find anything wanting. You take them and go and leave as far as possible. Till such time, he says, you go back. You should not allow him to go on his own. You also go with him. That's what he says. But after reaching the forest, Rama requests him, you are a sort of a elder to me. I think I would love to adhere to my father's words. Therefore, I think you should get back. Otherwise, because Dasaratha asked him, he should not have any inconvenience. He should not have any discomfort. He should go with them. After all, because his daughter-in-law is going, his son is going, his second son is going. And especially for Rama and Sita, he didn't want any discomfort. Then, because finally they reach the Shringagibherapure, because when they go there, then Sumatra returns. He asks him to request him to get back. Now I will have to go on my own. There, because he meets Guha, then he says, we are four brothers. With the four brothers, you are also the fifth brother. We have all become one family. He says in Ramayanam, beautifully it is described. So when he has gone there, so then what happens is, Bharata, he doesn't know anything. He was in his grandfather's place, Nana's place. He has been asked to be brought because she has asked him to be crowned. He doesn't know anything what has happened and all. And when he comes and sees what is the thing happened and all, he just goes into a fuzzled. He says, what is that happening here? Who has created all those things and all? If you want to really see the scene, there was a movie called Sampurna Ramayanam. There in Bharata's role was enacted by Shivaji Ganesan. Rajaji, who has written the Chakravarti Tirumahan, which is Ramayana in Tamil, he commented, I have not seen Bharata and I have seen only Bharata in this movie as it is. Whatever I have described, he is so beautifully depicted in that movie. He comes and he couldn't take what is happening. And Rama is a Sreshtaha, Jeshtaha, and he has got all the 16 qualities. He is the one, because which is going to be the ruler of the entire mankind. And he has been asked to go to the forest. And who has done that? He just goes berserk and he is going after his mother. And he says, because what is this you have done? With whose permission you have done? Even if you had a promise to be kept, is it that, the promise you should ask for? He asks all those things. So then, when it is the next mantra, he says, then they go to them, because this is what, because here we will come. Te vanena vanam gatva nadis tirtva bahudakaha. So from there, from Guha's place, they get into the forest and crossing many rivers, they went to Chitrakutam Anuprapya. Chitrakutam near Allahabad, it is Ganga. Bharadvaja Shasanat, Bharadvaja Ashram is in Allahabad. Te vanena tam gatva nadistitva bahudakaha Chitrakutam Anuprapya Bharadvaja Shasanat Ramyama Vasatam Kritva Ramamana Vanetrayah Devagandharva Sankasha Tattatre Sukam. The trio, they reached the forest and crossing many, they reached the Chitrakut. And they build, and Lakshmana builds a beautiful cottage for them. It is with all the, of course, whatever is available in the forest, he does it. And after seeing this, because in here as well as in Panchavati, when he builds such a cottage, it comes in Ramayana, of course, it's not covered here. Rama says, it is like, because my father would have created such a beautiful, because place for me to stay. You are like my father, he says, Lakshmana. See, you are, because when See, you just see the irony. Sumitra says, you take Rama as the father, Sita as the mother. Whereas Rama, after seeing, without any sort of a self-indulgence, he has made such a wonderful cottage for him and Sita to stay. He says, you are like a father. So you are a fatherly figure for me, with such a concern. You created such a wonderful cottage. So that is the level of, because they had, sincerity, and how they have never compromised on any of the qualities. Of course, because we may be telling, because they are all at that point of time, they are devas, and it's not that. Human being, because even now, how many of us do, when you have to do, we always go through to some extent and leave it. In all our work, what we go, if we go an extra mile, we will be able to achieve it little more, but we don't do it. We say, this is what is required, we do it. Once you decide this is the limit beyond which I will not go, you will not be able to get the excellence. See, somewhere, because a person is been asked, you go and find out what is the legal case, because we have, go and discuss with the lawyer. He goes and discuss and come to the organization saying this is what they then. If he goes beyond that, what are all the consequences? If that is there, what we have to do? Because some of the people who are having insight, they go and saying bring a complete picture. See, likewise, doing whatever has been told is something, because what you are doing, for your survival. But going beyond the expectations, stretching yourself is always the means for excellence. This is what I because Lakshmana could have made, it's not that he would not have made anyway. He has made, in the sense Rama has to tell, you are with the concern of a father, he has made such a wonderful place. But Lakshmana was sleeping outside on, because all the leaves and the twigs. But whereas he made such a wonderful place for Rama and Sita to see. This is fair, because Tanakkana Vada Pirarkuriyalan, there is the word that is used in Ramayana for Hanuman, that is also applicable to Lakshmana. He does not only that, even others. Chitrakutam gate rame putra shokas tatattada putra shokas tustata. Once he has Chitrakutam, once he has gone, Raja Dasharatha Swargam Jagama Vilapan Sutam, because of the sort of, he had the distress having to ask his son to go for exile. He couldn't take it. The loss of a son, it is like a loss of a son. No father could take it. He just, because he just lived like he will only be asking Sumantra, because how far they have gone, what did you do, where they went, did they took some food, did they have a place to stay? He was asking all those things. He was only thinking about Rama. That is like Paramatma. See, once he has come, once you are always thinking about Paramatma, what happens? Raja Dasharatha Swargam Jagama Vilapan Sutam. Since he was always thinking about Paramatma, he went to Swarga. He didn't think about, maybe as a son he thought, he was thinking about it. It happened to be, his punya, he was born as a son. What you say is when you are having, because you are going to be, spiritually elevated or anything, but always when you say Saranagati means I have left everything to him. I will only be doing whatever I am ordained to do. I am not going to take any credit, or I am going to accept anything comes, but I will be doing sincere, without fear or favor. I will do as excellent as possible. I will stretch beyond what is required. I will not stop at, wherever I have to do. This is what, it says. Mritetu tasman bharato vasishta pramukai dvijaha. See, once it has happened, Bharata has to take care of, the sage Vasishta and others, they guide him, to do all other sort of funerals and other things. Niyujyamano Rajyaya Naichat Rajyam Mahabalaha. See, they want the kingdom to be, because going without any sort of a governance. They wanted him to take Sajagama Vanam Viro Ramapada Prasadakaha. But he was telling, look, it is not my Sajagama vanam viro Ramapada prasadakaha. He said, it is not this entire this country is not mine. It is belongs to because he is my elder brother. Jeshtaha Shreshtaha. It is Rama. He has to be the king. I just can't be. I can't be taking his place. I can't be fulfilling because the place where he has to sit. I will not sit in the same throne as his. So then, because here they have covered in the small Murte tu tasmin barato Vasishta Pramukhe Dujaha, Vasishta and all, they bring him and all, they say, because let us do whatever is required now. Now he has attained, he has gone to the Swarga. Now let us do the other thing. Niyujyamano Rajyaya Naichatta Rajyam Mahabalaha Sajagama Vanam Viro Ramapada Prasadakaha. He said, I will not be able to do, I will only be able to, it is his. Let me go and request him. When he went there, requesting him, and he didn't ask him because mothers accompanied him, including Kaikei. I have to come with you. I will have to do the atonement. I am the one who created the entire problem. And whom I have sent is the highest elevated soul, who is the guide light, for all of us. I have sent to him. How can I do that? When he that because she says she will also come. When Bharata refused the kingdom, normally because if he says because the elder brother is not there, you take over. Normally everywhere the others, the younger one would have taken over, and as soon as comes let me give it, and afterwards if he is quite addicted he may not give. All those things will happen normally, but not here. So what is the quality of Bharata? How all the four brothers have got equally great qualities. This is exactly Kamban comes into play. He says, Thayurai Ketu, Thadai Taruviya Taranidanai, Thivinai Endanith, Sindanai Muhatir Teki, Poyinai Endaboldu, Puhalinoi Tanmai Kundal, Airam Ramar Ningel Avaro Triyanamma. When you refuse the kingdom, because your mother has sought to use the promise and made Rama to exile and the kingdom to be given, and you just refused it, not to take it, the very one act is enough. Adu podum. That's what he says. One act is enough. Ayiram Ramar Ninked Avaro Terinam. Thayurai Ketu Thadai Udaviya Tharanidanni Tivine Enanith Sindanai Muhatteki Poyine Endrabold Polinoi Tanmai Kundal Ayiram Ramar Ninked Avaro. He is becoming a poet. Even 1000 Rama's qualities, if it is put in front of you, it will not equal your greatness. That means he wants to bring about the glory of every character as it has taken place in Ramayana. This is the beauty of it. No single character has any selfish intelligence or any sort of, because they have all gone by the dharma, the righteousness. They never wanted to waver from that path, including the Bharata and Shatrugna. Gatva tu samhatmanam Ramam Satyaparakramam Ayachat Brataram Ramam Aryabhava Puraskritah Tvameva Raja Dharmagya Iti Ramam Vacho Bravit. He tells Bharata, don't think Gatva tu samhatmanam. He says, don't think all those things. He begged his brother, you should come. You are the Mahatma, you should come and all. For that, Rama says, you are the courageous, you are capable, you are, you can do that. But he says, no, you are the alone, who can maintain all the probity in the public life. You are the only capable. I will not be able to take this at all. Tvameva Raja Dharmagya Iti Ramam Vacho Bravit. He requested him. He sincerely prayed to him. You come and take over. I will not be able. It's not my cup of tea. I will not be able to do it. Ramopi Paramodaraha Sumikka Sumahayashaha Nachecha Pituradeshe Rajyam Ramo Mahabalaha. So he didn't want to go, the entire, the kingdom to be ungoverned. Entire, because there is a break in entire. He says he's gracious and he understood everything and all. Kingdom due to father's injection, I can't take it. But then you will have to, because next month, he says, you will have to there, because someone has to be there. Even though Rama was very benevolent, with gracious and great powers, he did not desire, because it is not his cup of tea, because his father has given a word, prana jaye par vachana jaye, he has to maintain that. He has to give full effect of his father's words. That's what paduke chasya rajyaya nyasam datva punah punah. After Bharata besieged him, request after request, you have to be there. He couldn't do anything. Nyasam datva punah punah. Paduke chasya rajyaya nyasam datva punah punah. He gave his paduka. Nivartaya masa tato bharatam bharatagrajah. He said, let this padukas represent me, but you rule. Because you have to. There should not be any break in the governance. You should go and do it. That's what he tells, because when he gives the paduka, he goes back, because with the paduka, and he tells him he will be going with the paduka, and he says 14 years, even if a day is delayed, he will be just committing Agni Pravesh. He will not wait for even a single minute. That is a greatness, because for whatever years, you have to be there. It's not that when you come back, I will think over it. Your sandals are there. They will be representing you. I will be doing on your behalf. I will be doing everything which is my capability. And you have to come and take over. Na kamamapyeva ramapaduk na kamamanavathyaiva ramapadu pastrapushan nandigrame karodrajyam ramagamana kankshaya. The Bharata says, so because desire, that Bharata says, unless you come, the Bharata does with the desire and will. He ruled from Nandigrama. He didn't go to Ayodhya. Nandigrama, he lived there. And there only, on the 14th, completion of 14th year, he wanted to commit Agni Pravesh. Ramapada Upastrupushan Nandigrame Karotrajyam. He was running from Nandigrama. Rama Agamana Kakshaya, looking forward to when Rama will come. He was counting the days. I just can't be in him, because I will be doing on your behalf with your sandal. I will not go to Ayodhya. I will rule the entire kingdom from Nandigram. Gate tu Bharate Shriman Satyasando Jitendriya Ramastu Punaralaksha Nagasya Janasya Cham Tatra Gamane Kagro Dandakan Praviveshaha. See, Gate tu Bharato Shriman Satyasanto Jitendriya. On the departure, because when Bharata, when he comes via Bharadwaja Ashram. Bharadwaja Ashram, he comes to Chitrakoot and he meets Rama. And Bharata has understood, and because all the three mothers, all the three of them widows, they have come. And they have also sort of, they poured their heart out, because what has happened, was not that, they never expected it to happen at all. Bharadwaja gives them assuaging words and tell them, you go to Rama. Rama will do whatever is right. He will do it. Satyasando Jitendriya, because he is the one, he's always, have control over senses. He's not swayed by any of those things. Ramastu Punaralaksha Nagasya Janasya Cha. He is, because he knows, it's not going to be the end of it. Even a lot of people will come. Everyone, because now Bharata has come with the entire paraphernalia. And after that, because the entire Ayodhya people will come, after the great procession. So he decides, Tatra Agamano me Kagro Dandakan Praviveshaha. In order to avoid further, because influx of people come and requesting him and all, he went to Dandakaran. Dandakaranya, how he went? He went with the Ekagraha, the one word that is coming in. He wanted to go, so that he wanted to avoid, because all sorts of people, all public come and requesting him and all. because the governance will not take place. They will have to do the entire state has to be governed. It should not cause any problem to Bharata. That is what So he went to Dandakaranya. So once he went to Dandakaranya, then he went so that Dandakaranya is unapproachable in those days because it is full of dense forest. The people will not come. So he wanted to go there, so others will not come, and because they will make a beeline for him to request and get back. So we will go up to this 41 onwards. We have come up to 40. 41 onwards, we will be taking up. Here, because further, because a few more sort of explanations are there. Govindraji is also there. Maheshwara Tirtha is also there. Others are also there. We will see some of the explanations which are giving a different connotation than what the mantra refers to, and we will see that. And I will request Prabhuda and Shankar if you would like anything. So with this, now we will be, we have come up to the mantra number 40.
40.
Yeah. We have got 60 more to go for, we will be covering this in forthcoming days. Swasti Prajapta Paripalayantam Nyayana Margena Mahimahim Sham Gobramnebhyo Samamastu Nistyam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjantyo Prithvi Satyasalini Teshoyam Shobharito Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Gabastesham Jagastesham Kudastesham Parajeha Yesham Indivarashyamo Hridayasto Janardanaha Ramaya Ramapadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunataya Nataya Sitaya Pate Namaha Mangalam Koslendraya Mahaniya Gnapti Chakravarti Danujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam Ayena Vacha Manasendriyirva Budyatmana Va Nushto Sabhavat Karomi Yat Sakalam Parasmai Narayana Samarpayami Om Krishna Arpanamastu. Yes. So we'll meet tomorrow again.
Good.
Thank you,
So,
Ramayanam. Thank you.
you have a cold, isn't it?
Yeah.